Today I am going to talk to you about 7 words that learners of English commonly use incorrectly. This video will help you find out if you are also making mistakes with these words, and I'll show you how to use them correctly, and I'll also show you what you were trying to say by misusing these words. So, number 1, a word that learners of English commonly misuse is career. Career. We use the word career to talk about an occupation undertaken for a significant period of someone's life with opportunities for progress. However, many students make mistakes with this word and they incorrectly use it to talk about a university student's main area of study. For this definition, we would say degree in the UK or major in American English. So a correct sentence with career is, I started my career making teas and coffees and now I'm the head of operations. That's correct. An incorrect example would be, my career was very challenging and I was relieved to graduate. We should say my degree or my major was very challenging and I was relieved to graduate. Number 2, the second word that students tend to get wrong is salary. Salary. We use the word salary to talk about a regular fixed payment which is usually expressed as an annual amount. In some cultures, you talk about your monthly salary. In the UK and normally in the US, we talk about annual salaries. I remember when I moved to Spain, I was very confused when people were asking me how much I earned per month or how much I would like per month. I had to times everything by 12 and then it didn't even end up being the same number. Many students get confused with the word salary and use it to talk about what someone earns per hour or per day. Obviously, this is incorrect. Instead, we could say wage or rate. Your daily rate, your daily wage, or your hourly rate or your hourly wage. An example of salary used correctly: I was given a promotion which increased my salary to £40,000 per year. An example of an incorrect use of salary: I negotiated a good salary of £15 an hour. We would say instead, I negotiated a good wage or a good rate of £15 an hour. Number 3, the third word that students misuse is custom. Custom. We use the word custom to talk about behaviours that are specific to a particular place, culture or society. However, many students incorrectly use the word custom to talk about personal habits or actions. Instead, we could use habit, or we might just use the present simple. For example, I do this. I'm talking about something that I do on a regular basis. I don't do that. I do not do this on a regular basis. I do not have this habit. So an example of the correct use of the word custom: I find it fascinating to learn about the customs and traditions of ancient cultures. An incorrect example: some people like to eat breakfast every day, but I don't have that custom. Instead, we could say, I don't do that, or I don't have that habit, but I don't do that. The present simple sounds a lot more natural. Nanny. Nanny. We use the word nanny to talk about someone who is employed to regularly look after children in a household. They usually have special training and qualifications. Now, many students will make the mistake of using the word nanny to talk about somebody who watches over children in exchange for money. They're not necessarily officially employed. For this case, we would use the word babysitter. I worked as a babysitter from the age of 14. It wasn't official employment. I had no contract. People in the village would text me and say, can you babysit my children on Friday night? I used to charge £5 an hour. I was a babysitter. I had no qualifications, no work contract. I had no employment really. It was just lucky if someone called me up. So an example of the correct use of nanny would be, when I was little, we had a nanny who would pick me up from school every afternoon. Every afternoon means an ongoing basis. They are employed by my family. I did not have a nanny. An incorrect use would be, I need to find a nanny to look after the children whilst we go out tonight. What I'm actually talking about is a babysitter. We need to find a babysitter for tonight. It's a one-off, a one-time basis. Number 5, the 5th word that students use incorrectly is client. Client. And actually, a lot of native speakers misuse this word as well. I'm sure I have. But sometimes it's hard to know if I've picked something up from non-native speakers without realising it because I'm with them so frequently. We use the word client to talk about someone who is provided a professional service. A professional service is provided to them. For example, lawyers have clients. The lawyers provide a professional service to the clients. Accountants have clients. Many students say the word client when actually they mean customer. Customer. A customer is someone who is provided goods or a service in exchange for money. So with a service, it's less professional, and goods, well, you're not generally providing goods to a client. You're normally providing a professional service. There is a grey area, but in general, it's one or the other. An example, many of our marketing agencies' clients are small independent businesses. That is client used correctly. An incorrect example, I must be my local pub's best client. What we should really say is, I must be my local pub's best customer. I'm buying goods. I'm not being provided a professional service. To lay, and this is very commonly misused also by native speakers, so don't worry if you're misusing it as well. To lay means to place something in a resting position. Notice the word something. We always have to lay an object, to lay something. Now, many students will use the word lay when actually they mean lie. To lie does not require an object. It means to recline or rest in a flat position. Now, number 7 is another confusing one that, again, many natives get wrong. It is loose. Loose. This also sounds like my nickname. My mum calls me Loose. Everyone calls me Loose. You can start calling me Loose, but it's spelled L-U-C-E, not L-O-O-S-E. Now, loose is an adjective meaning the opposite of tight. Very, very tight, very, very loose. However, many students, especially in their writing, will write loose when actually they mean lose, the verb to lose, meaning to misplace. Now, I think it will just be easier if I give you one correct sentence containing both words used correctly instead of confusing you with incorrect and correct examples, just with this case. I'm worried I'll lose my watch because the strap is so loose. I'm worried I'll lose my watch because the strap is so loose. Now, you might think they look very similar and sound very similar, but it's all about the final consonant in the word. Lose with a z sound, loose with a s sound. Lose, loose. Loose, the adjective, lose, the verb. Right, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learnt something. I will see you soon for another lesson. Mwah.